SCHD is up 18% this year. It's beating the S&P 500, and everyone who owns it is celebrating. I'm about to ruin the party. Because when I actually pulled apart that 18% number, I found something almost nobody has noticed. SCHD's entire 2026 rally, all of it, happened in just 6 weeks. January to mid-February. Since then, 5 straight months of practically nothing. Up 3.4%, while the S&P 500 ran 11% right past it. So the fund everyone thinks is winning 2026 actually stopped winning back in February, and the headline number is hiding it. Today I'm showing you exactly what happened, the story of 2 investors who bought the same fund weeks apart with wildly different results, and whether this frozen fund is a trap or the best entry point of the year. Stick with me. Here's the plan. First, the 6-week illusion. How one hot streak in January is still propping up the headline 5 months later. Then, a tale of 2 buyers, because when you bought SCHD this year changed everything. Next, why the music stopped, and the analyst who just walked away from the fund. And finally, the verdict. Is this stall the trap or the opportunity? Let's get into it. Quick disclaimer. This is educational analysis using published data, not financial advice. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. Markets move fast, and these numbers change. Always verify current data yourself and consult a qualified professional before investing. Let me show you how a fund can look like a champion while spending most of the year frozen. The headline says SCHD is up 18.1% in 2026 versus 10.7% for the S&P 500, beating the market by 7 points. Sounds like a dominant year, right? Now watch what happens when I split that year in 2. Part 1. January through mid-February. 6 weeks. Investors were scared, rate cut hopes were dying, inflation was climbing, and money stampeded out of expensive tech into safe, boring dividend stocks. SCHD exploded. Nearly all of its 18% gain happened right here in this one 6-week window. Part 2. Mid-February through today. 5 months. SCHD gained a grand total of 3.4%. Meanwhile, the S&P 500 gained 10.9% over the exact same stretch, because tech stocks came roaring back and dragged the index up, without SCHD. 5 months. Basically flat. While the market ran. So here's the uncomfortable truth. SCHD isn't beating the market. SCHD beat the market, past tense, for 6 weeks in the winter, and it's been coasting on that one sprint ever since. The 18% year-to-date number is real, but it's a photograph of January. If you want to know what SCHD is doing now, the answer is practically nothing for 5 months straight. And that changes the entire conversation about whether to buy it today. Now let me make this personal, because when you bought this fund in 2026, completely changed your experience. Picture 2 investors. Investor 1 buys SCHD on January 2nd, right at the start of the year. They catch the entire 6-week rotation. Their position rockets almost 15% in a month and a half. Then it goes flat for 5 months, but who cares? They're sitting on an 18% year, beating the S&P, feeling like a genius. For them, SCHD was the trade of the year. Investor 2 watches that January rally happen. They see the headlines, SCHD crushing the market, dividends are back. In mid-February, they finally get convinced and buy in. And then, nothing. 5 months of sideways. Up 3.4%. Meanwhile, they watch the S&P 500, the fund they almost bought instead, gain 11% without them. Same fund as Investor 1, bought 6 weeks later. Completely different outcome and a completely different feeling. If you're an Investor 2 right now, and a lot of people watching this are, I want you to understand something. You didn't buy a bad fund. You bought a good fund at the exact moment its style went out of fashion. That's not a stock-picking mistake, it's a timing coincidence, and it happens to everyone. The January buyers weren't smarter than you. They were earlier, and mostly by luck. But here's the lesson buried in this tale. Both investors were chasing the same thing, a fund that had just been winning. Investor 2 got burned by performance chasing, buying after the sprint was already over. Which raises the question that actually matters today. With SCHD frozen for 5 months, is buying now catching a bargain before the next sprint? Or repeating Investor 2's mistake? That depends on why the music stopped. So let's go there. SCHD's recent pause comes down to one key reason. The market shifted from fear back to growth. Early in the year, concerns about stubborn inflation, high interest rates, and economic uncertainty pushed investors toward defensive sectors like healthcare, consumer staples, energy, and dividend-paying companies, the types of stocks SCHD owns. But as the months passed, sentiment changed. Strong AI and technology earnings reignited optimism, drawing money back into the mega-cap tech companies driving most of the market's gains. Since SCHD intentionally excludes those high-growth tech giants, it missed much of that rally. This has renewed the debate around the fund. Critics argue that while SCHD remains a high-quality dividend ETF, investors face a significant opportunity cost because the strongest earnings growth continues to come from AI and technology. They also point out that with SCHD's dividend yield around 3.3%, investors can earn comparable or higher yields from short-term Treasury securities while keeping more flexibility. Supporters, however, believe SCHD still offers quality, stability, and reliable dividend growth for long-term investors. The broader market remains caught between two powerful forces: persistent inflation and higher interest rates, which favor defensive stocks, and booming technology earnings, which favor growth. Until one side clearly takes control, SCHD may continue trading sideways as investors weigh safety against growth potential. So, what's the verdict? SCHD's recent flat performance is either an opportunity or a trap, depending on your goals. If you're a long-term income investor, it may be an attractive entry point. SCHD trades at a lower valuation than the S&P 500 while offering a dividend yield of about 3.3%, giving you higher income from quality companies as you wait. If inflation remains elevated or AI-driven growth slows, value stocks could regain momentum. However, if your goal is maximizing long-term growth, SCHD may not be the best fit because it often trails when technology stocks lead the market. The real mistake is constantly switching to whatever has performed best recently. Chasing winners usually means buying high and selling low. A better approach is to choose investments that align with your financial goals and maintain a diversified portfolio with both dividend and growth funds, so you're prepared regardless of which market style leads next. Here's a lesson that can save you money. Every investment return depends on the time frame you choose. The same fund can look outstanding over one period and disappointing over another. SCHD is a great example. That's why you should always compare multiple time frames, such as 3 months, 1 year, and 5 years, before making decisions. Short-term results often reflect timing rather than skill. Instead of chasing recent winners, build a diversified portfolio that fits your goals and stay invested through changing market cycles. To sum it up, SCHD's strong year came from an early rally, followed by months of flat performance as tech stocks surged. Some analysts see missed growth opportunities, while others still consider SCHD a solid long-term income investment. If you want steady dividends, it could be a good fit. If you're focused on growth, another fund may suit you better. Which side are you on? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe, because between Friday's dividend warning and this 5-month freeze, SCHD's next move is going to settle its whole 2026 story, and I'll be on every data point when it happens. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.